Alrighty, and we're live. Here we are. I'm Ifyo, and I'm joined today by Tango and Tim Ward. If you do want to give yourself a little introduction.
Josh, you can go first.
I'm Tango, we're Josh. Was the TO for Nanaimo for a little bit, but other than that, that's my Smash career.
That's his backstory.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm Tim Ward.
Now in HD.
You might already know me. I'm the crew captain for BMG in this crew battle, and I'm the face of Prince George.
All right. Speaking of BMG, let's just jump into our off-stream results. Woo. So you'll notice this last week was probably one of the most volatile we've had so far. BMG 4 Horsemen 08, CCSS SAAJ 06, HGL ZG 7-0, IGLSA versus VCHAD. We didn't get to see. IGLSA wasn't able to put together a full team this week, so they decided it would just be a better use of everyone's time to forfeit.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah,
sucks to see that happen, but sometimes you can't really do much else. So.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but I think they're still sitting somewhat pretty. They're setting themselves for the potential to get second in their pool, so it just really comes down to how these next games go this next week, really. Or not this next week, the following, because that week will be probably the most important of the season. It'll be the decider on who makes it into the elimination round.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's also for us too. I think that's for BMG versus 4 Horsemen. I'm not sure about the other two, but I think it's crazy to see that.
It's surprisingly close. I think the only team that's 100% guaranteed a spot right now, there's only like 3 of them, and they're the ones who have been leading their pools. And that's 4 Horsemen, VCHADs, and Hey Guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But we're not going to be talking about any of those teams today, or not VCHAD, sorry, Vicious and Delicious. We will be talking about Vicious and Delicious today. So this is a sight to behold. BMG, 13 points, tied in their pool to move on.
Yeah. We also have slightly above average Joes and Zizo Gaming tied in their pool to move on.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure about Group 3. I don't know. Do you think Justice League of Super Acquaintances has a chance to make it out?
3 points is pretty big, right?
VCHADs, I assume VCHADs would have to lose to various artists, and then Justice League would have to... that's not even... I don't even know if that's who they're playing.
I think you got it. I think because I think Vicious and Delicious so far has played VCHADs, and they've played various artists this week, so they're going to be playing. Justice League will have to beat Vicious and Delicious, and they'll have to lose, and VCHADs will have to lose to various artists.
Yeah,
but it's possible. It is super possible, and various artists last week put on the best showing I've seen from them yet, and we'll get into that. But I think first and foremost, we're going to jump into Oksl versus Tfl, the first match we had of the night. And let's just run so here, final standings. It was 4-0, but there was lots of storylines, and despite it being a whole character up, there was lots of potential for things to swing, and I want to go over those all today.
Yeah, let's run the first clip. Necrotic versus Warfuls.
Yeah.
What do you think about this matchup?
This is a weird one, because both these characters touch each other once, and they just blow the other one up. It's a very... Yeah, those F-tilts, that's exactly what I mean. Like, the two framing over and over, where Bowser lacks true combos, he makes up for an oppressive advantage state. And where Ken counterbalances the weak disadvantage he makes up for in those true combos. He's able to get those true 0 to 70, 0 to 80 strings on Bowser. He's not killing him as early as any other character, but it is still, I think, as a Bowser player, as a former Bowser recovery addict, I'd say it's probably slight Bowser favor, if not even.
I'd love to also mention the possibility that I know Necrotic is a Bowser main, but I know for most of online he's been trying to pick up Fox. So I wonder if his influence is kind of shifted by Ifio himself.
Yeah.
No, but honestly, I wonder. I wonder if he didn't want to go Fox into Ken. I guess it was blind, right? So I don't know.
It would have been blind.
Yeah.
Bowser's just a safer pick than Fox.
Yeah, I think Bowser's a lot. I think Fox is a lot less safe of a pick online. It really comes down to matchups at the end of the day. Bowser, because Fox offline, I'd say is one of the best characters in the game. Fox online, all of his matchups that would regularly be even are like slight losses.
Yeah, fair enough.
But that's just my perspective. Yeah, but we're not talking about Fox, we're talking about Bowser here. And let's see what Necrotic has gotten this next game. This next stock. Moving in. Here we are. So yeah, Necrotic, 70% to 100.
Yeah, right. And all Ken needs is like one opener and the Shoryuken, and that should be a stock. I don't think you think. Yeah. I think Ken should be like a pretty all right. I think all the Shotas could be a pretty all right crew battle character in terms of like how they can just like blow up stocks pretty easily.
And there we had it. It looks like I was cut a little short there, but what had happened is the side B killed. I wanted to bring up after the fact. Bowser side B, I don't believe Warfuls had DI'd it properly in that clip, either instances. You don't want to DI it straight in. It's more of kind of a down that you want to put the emphasis on, and then in after the fact. Yeah. And then it really depends as well how close you are to the top blast zone, because if you go too far in, then it'll kill you off the top. But if you're too close to the side blast zone, if you do too far out, then it'll kill you off the side. So it's really a stage positioning thing, I'd say. But down is the constant among everything with Bowser side B.
I agree. Okay. Let's run the next clip and see if Warfuls gets 3 stocks.
Yeah, so if you're Warfuls here, I think you're not looking to win a game.
What you want.
You hit the back air there, you do as much damage as you could. And
see, that's what you were talking about. Yeah, he DI'd straight in there, and I mean, he probably could actually live that if he DI'd down, honestly. Yeah. It was only center stage, he was at like 120.
Yeah, he did have a full stock to take though, so it still was a.
I think it's very rare that we see Warfuls get the reverse 3 stock, but I think with proper survival and the fact that Ken is so volatile, he could have taken out 2 stocks at least. But
true.
That's enough of Warfuls Necrotic. Necrotic finished it convincingly after Warfuls had averted the 2 stock. And we'll just jump into this next clip here. We got Codex Necrotic. It looks like Codex has gotten a stock off of Necrotic at this point, and Necrotic just comes back and hits him with the side B.
Did you see the DI there?
Yeah.
Pretty crazy. This matchup seems rough.
I can speak more on this matchup after this game here. I just want to let the clip play for itself. If you're Codex here, you really don't want to lose your next stock. Oh. If you're Necrotic here, you really want to hold on for life. So Codex, the 1-2.
Right?
1? Yeah, I love that frame trap. I remember.
Did he not need to jump for that second side B? You could just stand there?
Yeah, you can side B. I think if you get the second side B with a short hop, then your drift in allows you to get a larger array of punishes. But if you just do the 1-2, then you can follow up. And we saw Codex miss the up air, but he was able to squeeze that air dodge out of Necrotic. And I loved how he followed up with the weak thunder into the forward air.
Yeah. Before we talk about the matchup exactly, I also want to mention that a big strategy in crew battles is to save your best player for last and kind of as an anchor for the team. And it
Yeah.
seems like TFL, I don't know if they've ever done that. It seems like they send in Codex all like pretty early, like a lot of the time. I wonder why that is.
They like to let him do the damage. I think Codex, just on stocks taken alone, is probably TFL's highest performing player.
Yeah.
But if you're sitting there as an anchor, sometimes you don't get the opportunity to play. Sometimes maybe you want to get in there, you want to sink your teeth in, and you want to see how much damage you can do.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they're thinking about the character-dependent matchups either, but I also think he goes in at like a lot of good times
Yeah.
to like for his character. So
Yeah.
Robin versus Bowser.
Robin Bowser. It's pretty brutal. Robin has a lot of frame traps, makes it very hard for Bowser to approach. One thing, Nosferatu is 0 on hit, but Bowser is in the air a bit, so he doesn't have any like immediate swinging options. So it really means you gotta jump or you gotta land, and Robin has dash attack for landing because you can't air dodge in time, and Robin can chase with the forward air or the up air on the jump, so it just creates these brutal mix-ups.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but that's that's a little tidbit on Robin Nosferatu. Jumping into this next clip here,
They send
Codex
in Mafu
versus Mafu. And here's what you're talking about, saving the best for last, but Mafu is definitely one of the strongest players on OKSL, just looking at stocks taken alone, right?
Yeah, I would also like to say that I think like once they send in their best player, you almost might as well send in your best player and like counteract.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of situations unless the teams are like extremely even in player base, like I don't know, like hey guys look, that you wouldn't want to send in your best player. And yeah, Mafu there taking out Codex.
Yeah, Mafu just I liked how he used the up air there underneath the platform to get the pressure, and then just swung with the back air at a perfect time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Mafu had 2 stocks too at the end of that game.
Yeah, Codex was able to get 1 off of Mafu, but Mafu's on 2 stocks here, and we'll see how Zaytomi cleans up starting in this next clip here. So we got
Do you actually
Zaytomi.
think it's Zaytomi?
Is it Zaytomi? What do you think it is?
I think it's the Tommy.
Oh, you see, I'm thinking like the Greek letter Zeta.
That's fair. That's fair. Maybe next time we'll ask him. So Mafu not taking any percent on the stock. Oh, there he goes. First percent.
Yeah.
Oh,
I just want to point out, look at how volatile this first stock is. They're going blow for blow.
Yeah,
If you hit that cannonball, that would have been so nice.
Yeah, would have taken the stock too. It's crazy. People think that Bowser Jr. is a pretty bad character in all terms of things. But like when Bowser Jr. gets a hit, like he takes it to like 60% most of the time. Sometimes even more, and then he gets like a frame trap at the end of the combo too.
And there we are. Mafu, after a hard-fought first stock, takes the first one.
Oh,
and
man.
here, Zaytomi just immediately claps back.
That was good. I liked seeing that.
Yeah. And jumping into this next bit here. Just letting it run. Oh wait, this is the same. This is the first stock. Yeah, this is the first stock again. I mean, it was a pretty. Can we let this play again? Because I do want to see. I didn't really get to see the Koopa, Mecha Koopa setup here. Yeah.
I kind of want to see how like that transpired.
Yeah, it is a little after Zaytomi loses his first stock, I believe, but it is it was nice. I really like the setup. One thing about Koopaling in this game as well is it in previous Smash iterations, it used to always send it was kind of ambiguous, but in this game it always sends in the direction that it's facing.
Yeah, exactly.
So that was just a reaction. He saw the Koopa coming.
Yeah, and it's similar to what we saw. I think the last time we saw it was either Zaytomi or SKR that we saw it from the other time, where they set up a Koopaling on the side platform on town, and they just used it to bounce back. So it just goes to show how strong these Bowser Jr. players are at just where they know where their Koopalings are, and they know how to play around it.
Yeah, I didn't even think about it, but both of these crews actually have Bowser Jr. players, and pretty respected ones at that. So
Yeah, and this next clip we got here, just the end of Mafu Zedemir. And here we are. Oh, yeah. I was confusing myself. Oh, I think we get to see the Mecha Koopa clip here again.
Yeah.
The third time's the charm.
That is crazy.
We liked it so much, and here it is.
Tied up?
Yeah, tied up. Zedemir's did start on 3 stocks here, so...
Yeah,
You do want to finish Mafu here.
Ooh.
Is that guaranteed?
Was that
Yeah.
wall jump side B?
I think it was neutral B.
It was wall jump, B reverse neutral B, and then run up smash. That's crazy.
Yeah, Mega Man has so many. He can confirm that into back air, up smash. On Weird DI, he can get. Yeah, on Weird DI, he can get it on.
Mafu has some of the craziest setups.
Movement setups. I know.
Yeah, it's actually he's insane with Mega Man, and he's a really aggressive Mega Man too. He doesn't let you breathe at all. He kind of has, in a way, he kind of has the same playstyle as Zack.
Yeah, with the items especially.
Yeah,
just
exactly.
Using them
right?
aggressively.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so that was it for Zedemir. We're gonna jump into the 9th clip here, and I believe this is. Sorry, I have to cheat here. Oh, the 8th clip here. Sorry, my apologies. We have Topaz versus Mafu. Oh. No, we got Zedemir and Mafu again. Looks like some of the clips got lost in translation here. But we can watch this again, the end of the stock. It was a close one.
Oh, was it even?
Right.
He just jumped up from ledge. Was it? He didn't.
Yeah.
He didn't be reverse.
No, I thought it was a wall jump.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
yeah.
So yeah, they send in Topaz here, anyways.
Yeah. So
Mafu, really good at keeping his life.
Yeah.
Holy.
Yeah. So here he is, and he just gets a quick 1-2 with the uppers.
You don't jump there?
Yeah,
There's
he
no
100%
way
jumped.
he died. Yeah.
Me and Machu were actually doing commentary for these crew battles, and we were like, "You don't jump there. You never jump there." But yeah, that's it for Mafu in terms of stocks taken. We got the 10th clip here now, and we got Topaz just finishing off Mafu. So Topaz really wants to hold on to the stock because he's at 95, right?
Yeah.
And I love what happened there. So Mafu, what he was trying to do is he was trying to air dodge into his sticky grenade to get the detonation on it. But what had happened is Topaz had detonated it early with the down gun.
Yeah, and it also pushed him away and forced the air dodge buffer, which means that he couldn't have even upbeat if he wanted to.
Yeah. So speaking on Bowser Jr.'s, we got SKR versus Topaz.
Topaz down at 2 stocks. So SKR keeping a life lead.
Yeah.
Oh, that's dead.
That's death. That's Bowser Jr. jab. It is
jab
so
kills?
strong.
Yeah, Bowser Jr. jab
Why?
is probably the strongest jab in the game, to be honest.
Yeah.
Oh.
It would not surprise me at all if that were the case. Well, at least strongest jab of its kind with the multi jabs. I think a case for Ridley jab might be stronger, and maybe like a Bowser jab.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, but I think it's the strongest multi hit, and I like what he did there with the up smash because a lot of players after that up smash will immediately just let the spot dodge rip, but he just started the punches immediately and looks like he caught Topaz off guard.
Yeah, exactly.
Going into the next stock here. So Topaz starting on 2 stocks this game, right? And SKR, you're at 170 on your last stock. 180, really.
That is safe.
He gets a dash back. Yeah.
That forward smash is completely safe. Even on shield, you cannot punish that.
I don't know if you can't punish it.
You can't. You cannot. I don't even think. No, I actually don't even think Game & Watch can upbeat a shield. I think if you jab, you win.
I think it's one of those things where you spot dodge before the last hit, and then you have a advantage.
Yeah, I guess. But even then, you're in disadvantage. Defensive option. Yeah. Point being, whatever. Well.
Yeah.
Annoying to
That's it. Topaz was able to at least get one stock off of. Oh no, Escar had got the 2 stock, but Topaz did his job. He cleaned Mafu, and it just goes to show how effective counterpicking is. Because Escar was probably like, "I'm super confident in the Joker matchup. Send me in. I'll clean him up," and he did. And here, this next game we got here, Adge versus Escar. Wii Fit Trainer versus Bowser Jr. Not a matchup you'd expect to be exciting. Just jumping in. Like, both these characters are characters that kind of like controlling their side of the stage, and we can see Adge really playing that game plan right here. But I just want to highlight what's going on here. The pressure that Adge is putting on with these projectiles, and look at that catch.
That was crazy. That was actually insane.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I wonder if that was reaction or not. That was crazy. Though
It had to have been a read. It had to have been a read.
Yeah, I mean, he hit his shield so small. He was gonna do something. He wasn't gonna get a shield.
And I love how he didn't go for a forward air. He didn't go for an up air. He went for a back air facing the opposite direction.
Yeah, very weird. I mean, he had deep breathing.
Like trying to cross him up. Yeah.
The deep breathing, Bowser Jr. 150%. Like, what even? You know.
But yeah. We'll see. Let's just take a look at the final stocks of this game here. SKR, Adge. Adge is on 2 stocks here. And if you can clean SKR without losing a stock, then you're 2 stocks into the rest of OKSL 6.
6.
Yeah. So OKSL, after SKR, has 2 players in the back. And Adge is keeping it competitive. It's looking like it's a possibility. Like, the percents are even at this point. So you just really... And I love what SKR does. He hits to confirm. But what happens next will surprise you. This confused me. He detonated the bomb. And then what looks like misinputted Koopa cart into the blast zone.
Do you think it was a misinput?
Well, me and Munch on commentary thought it. Maybe Dust was like, "Send me in, coach. Send me in. Yeah. I want a piece of the pie." But yeah, I was shocked when I saw that because it doesn't look like a misinput. It looks like he intentionally BM'd him.
Yeah. Weird play, but you know, the next game we have Dust coming in to kind of clean up.
Well, that's what you'd expect, but we're just gonna run the clip here. So, Adge is at 40%. Dust is on his first stock. Alright?
Yeah. This matchup...
That back air, this matchup's brutal for Wii Fit Trainer.
Yeah, I am almost certain that this might be one of Game & Watch's best matchups in general. Yeah, we could run the next clip after that, I think. Yeah, we can run it.
Not much to say. Same story. And Adge is actually below 40% at this point.
Man, so wow.
Yeah.
And that's like one deep breathing. Yep.
And there he is.
One deep breathing back air.
And here we are. So Adge is at 36 to Dust's 0 on his last stock.
And you know, Dust right now, you gotta be like.
Yeah, both players, I'm sure they're feeling the nerves. You know, Dust, you're like desperately trying to avert the 3 stock. And Adge, it's like, you got your whole team on the back, you know? If you can clean Dust, then all you have to do is 3 stock Prince Computer.
Some might say that's impossible.
Some might say, there's a universe where it happens.
Yeah.
It's not, and we'll just, we'll see how Adge and Dust finish off this last stock. I think Adge was playing shaky, and Dust kind of like, Dust got the message. He was like, okay, I just got like back-to-back, almost 0 to death. Yeah. Time to play.
And I adapted a little bit. And
yeah, and here we see him at 30%. Adge is 130. You know, Wii Fit, you know, no slump, can definitely get those early kills. But I love how Adge finishes this off. He saw
that killed because of the soccer ball, right?
Yeah, he saw the soccer ball, and he converted off of it. I love how he finished off the crew battle. You know, after the fact, after the crew battle, you may have noticed no Prince Computer, and I think he was hungry, because in the 1v1, they sent him in, and he went up 2-0 versus Codex, who was statistically second highest performing member on TFL. Adge was the highest performing this crew battle. Yeah, and Adge really showed in his play. There was lots of highlights from him, really. Just playing really clean. But that's... Sorry, go on.
No, yeah, I was just gonna say that it's a good game from both teams. Adge really bringing it back for them, and who knows, like if Warfels had like a little bit of they played against someone else, or whatever it may be, maybe it's happening often. Who knows? They were poised to take it. They took it the first season of the Heavy Hitters crew.
Yeah, the first roundabout.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So, they definitely had it, they had what it takes, but OKSL taking it 4-0 and winning the 1-0. So, good job to both of them.
Jumping into this next game here, we got Ian versus Lightning Quiz 7, Various Artists versus Vicious and Delicious.
My favorite team, full of funny names.
Yeah. Yeah. And Lightning Quiz, one of the arguably strongest players in the league statistically. And Ian, on the lowest performing team in the league. Not to shade them at all, but like it's just, statistically they have the least points.
Just
Ian
kicking it off.
Yeah, Ian Joker. Wait a second.
Yeah, so they traded it. You're doubting it, but they trade the first stock here, and they're going blow for blow, playing some neutral.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just goes to show that even though the score may be 4 points to 24 at this point, I guess 6 now. Various Artists isn't like any. They're not a pushover team by any means. It just goes to show how strong all the teams in the league are.
Exactly.
Jumping into this next clip here, it really shows. So still a pretty even game. Ian Lightning Quiz, both around 50%.
This
and he hits an air.
So fun.
Yeah. And he hits the
there
counter.
we go.
And he takes that first stock there. Yeah.
Yeah, that seems pretty rough in this matchup, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of Claude's major weak points is the fact that he sucks at recovering.
Yeah, you really gotta do some mental gymnastics to get around your opponent when you're recovering. Yeah. Some acrobatics.
You put him against Joker.
Yeah. And then just jumping into this last clip we got put together here.
Ian really wants to take this stock here.
Full stock lead, and I love this coverage. And he catches the drop zone. Yeah. And
really
Ian
nice.
taking it off. 2 stock lead for Various Artists.
Yeah.
Now
go ahead.
Sorry, before we jump into this next clip, Ian, one of my close friends, he's notorious for hating one character. Do you know what that character is?
It's Bowser.
It's Bowser, yeah. And I think Vicious and Delicious, unbeknownst to them, sent in the perfect counter pick for Ian in Nano Ash. Yeah.
We'll roll this clip.
Yeah, we'll roll the clip. So Ian, he's taken 1 stock at this point.
That's the DI down we were talking about earlier.
Yeah. So Ian may not like this matchup, but it's for many reasons, one of which is not a lack of experience. Ian's played this matchup his fair share of times, but Nano Ash, showing his mastery of the character, really. And, basically evening out the crew battle. It's only a stock deficit at this point, which is nothing, really. Like, a stock deficit, it really depends where it happens, but yeah, we'll just jump into this next clip here.
So we got Crow.
Yeah.
Like Sephiroth. Do you think his Sephiroth is better? He caught the jump there too and killed him off that. Do you think his Crow Sephiroth is better than his Joker? That's the question I had.
I think in recent time, his Sephiroth is more in form than his Joker.
Yeah.
Better is a different case.
Yeah, you think if they were both at the same peak,
yeah,
naturally he's the better for Joker.
He's very good at Sephiroth. He's very good at Joker, and it really just I guess it's a day-to-day thing, really.
Yeah.
But yeah, Nano Ash kicking it off with the 0 to death. We got the next clip here. a little fast forwarded into the game. So Crow started at a stock lead, but it's all evened up at this point, you know, besides the 100% deficit, but that doesn't mean anything for Spazzer.
Yeah, exactly right.
Yeah.
95.
Yeah. And Crow, I love that setup. He did the downer into the immediate dash back into the counter. And counter seems to be a trend. For,
reminiscent of the Joker Cloud match we just saw.
Yeah. Counter seems to be a trend for various artists here, hey?
The Ian.
The
Ian.
The Ian.
The drop zone with the lingering hitbox into covering high.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So next game here, they put in Cygnus. Cygnus is somebody who I always love seeing kind of like the high level of Max, just kind of seeing like how they play and like what it takes for them to like take games with a character that's deemed as worst in the game by probably many people.
I think it's close. I think the worst in the game title probably belongs to Ganon. Max down there.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just jumping into this clip. Cygnus versus Crow. If you're Crow here, you got an even game. You really just want to clean Cygnus. Or you want to take one before Cygnus cleans you, is what I mean. And yeah, just a scary position. Cygnus with the perfect timing on the roll there.
Yeah.
Then yeah, that only connects into up B if you DI in off that.
I think it's also dependent on the hitbox you get, because if you get right on like the bicep of Little Mac's arm, then you get straight up. But if you get like the fist, then DI takes more of effect.
A little bit out, yeah. That's fair enough.
Yeah, so it looked like just a bit of a perfect storm for Cygnus there.
We'll roll the next clip here. And we'll see.
So Flux. A little backstory on this game here. Retro was originally going to get sent in, but he was lagging, and you know, in the lobby he was like, "You don't even need to test me. I know for a fact it's me." Luckily, various artists had Flux on hand, ready to compete, and the wake up forward.
Wow, wake up forward is really good. Yeah,
Flux smash is so strong.
Yeah, exactly. That move is crazy.
Yeah, no, it's a weird option to throw out there, but it just goes to show Flux's presence of mind, really. Because like with Little Mac, he's like, they're so quick to just hold that roll range, because that's where their threat bubble is, and that's where they know that people are going to try and avoid. So Flux hits Cygnus with the catch-22, and she's like, okay, I know you're going to stand here. You're not going to react to this online.
Yeah,
I just lets it rip.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that was Flux's highlight. I want to show Cygnus's highlight from this game, because it had me like getting up from my seat. Cygnus in like a ledge trap situation as Little Mac here. He does the jump onto the platform, catches the jump with the up smash.
Clean.
Yeah.
What?
I know.
He caught her coming down from that too. Like like that whole situation that Flux even jumped up, and that he had enough time to like, not even, because he didn't even air dodge onto the plat, right? He just landed and just caught, like, that's crazy.
Yeah. What he did there is he charged the neutral beat, and you know, anyone like with in the right mind would jump above it. So Cygnus, knowing this, he's probably seen the situation a million times at this point. He jumps onto the platform and preemptively gets the up smash charging.
Yeah, like man, what a situation to put somebody in. That's crazy.
Yeah. Don't put him in a situation.
Seriously. But good job to Lux though. Or Flux.
Yeah. Too much league, Tim? Too much league? Yeah.
Anyway,
jumping into this next game, we got Brandman down a stock versus Cygnus on his last stock.
Was it last? No, go ahead.
How many stocks has Cygnus taken?
Cygnus, at this point,
5? I think? Right? No.
Looks like I was lost there for a second.
Oh, your internet?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, at this point, Cygnus at this point in the crew battle has taken 4 stocks, now 5, and that was just a 6.
That's crazy. Brandman is Brandman. Let's go, Brandman. That's all I can say on that. But seriously,
Brandman at least cleaning Cygnus, because Cygnus was looking untouchable for a bit there.
seriously.
He was squad wiped.
Yeah, you look at Sephiroth especially, and you look at Sephiroth Little Mac, and you don't expect that to be a matchup you send a Little Mac into. But Cygnus is so confident in his character mastery and matchup knowledge, really, that he was just willing to jump into these matchups early on and do as much damage as possible.
He's like don't quote me on this. He's like 5th on like Washington PR, I think. So like he's
not as a Little Mac player either, as a Wii Fit.
Wii Fit player, but his Little Mac is definitely his secondary and definitely like a very scary character with it. So
yeah. A little history before we jump into this next game here. Brandman runs the Change Your Fate weeklies. Change Your Fate is notable for one thing. Besides, just being run by good people, it banned Min Min.
Amazing people.
So Justice, Vicious and Delicious opts to send in Justice here, and Justice wants retribution.
The Min Min player,
yeah, the Min Min of the Pacific Northwest.
And only taking 12%. Oh!
Yep, Brandman getting 1 hit. If you're Brandman here, you're happy to get a stock, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
Justice just swinging. And it's working out. Brandman did something questionable there. He threw a counter in the Min Min matchup. Because even if you do counter those arms...
It's not going to do anything.
Yeah. They go too far. You're not going to be swinging back at anything. You're going to be hitting air.
Yeah, and I think because I know Min Min's arms do have a hurt box on them, but I also think at the time that you counter, the hurt box goes away. So even then, I don't think will do anything. So
yeah, but hard to say. But yeah. That was Justice Brandman. Jumping in, we got the final game of the crew battle, Ethan Justice.
Ethan being LNF.
Yeah.
Prominent Robin player.
And yeah, Ethan evening up stocks here in the game because they both started on 3 at this point. So now we got a pretty even game. And just jumping into this next stock here, the final stock of the crew battle, spoiler alert, we got Ethan at 0 and Justice at 113. I just want you to pay attention to the percent there.
Goes for the reflect.
And I love that forward throw into Nair. He knew that Ethan didn't want to just immediately land, and he chased with the neutral air.
Oh my god, this is crazy. And this is
shield beer. Yeah.
What do you think about this matchup?
Oh, this has to be tough. I feel like Min Min gives Robin no room to charge. Robin has the slowest dash shield in the game. And Robin, a lot of the time, wants to be airborne to abuse that high airspeed.
And not just 2 from
nowhere to go.
That's a hard situation to be in, right? Because even if you roll up, right, like you're already scared of getting hit by the arm. If you do neutral get up, you're scared of getting hit by the arm. You jump, you're still scared of getting hit by the arm. It's a hard position to be in, like all around. And even then, not only are you trying to think about what to do in that situation, but you got to think about like what does Min Min want after I do whatever said situation, and what she's probably going to do is push her other arm on you, and you have to hold shield. So it's really hard to like go through with all of that, especially in such a desperate option.
It was pretty brutal, and It was a close crew battle considering how the last one went for these guys. It was 8 stocks to 0, and this time around it was 5-0, full player difference. Yeah, and there were. I feel like with just a few different counter picking decisions, it could have been even closer.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah. But the story's not over yet. typically we just go over the 1v1 results, but I want to run a clip first just to show. This was the final game of Crow versus H4DS. Various Artists has not won a 1v1 up to this point.
Yeah.
And Crow hits him with the catches high. And, before it's just kind of swinging hitboxes at this point. And I love the setup that comes from Crow. Back air, forward air to catch high, no jump, and he...
Oh, very good. Catches the desperate uppy onto stage.
Yeah,
That's smart.
Yeah, that had me impressed. I was, stoked to watch that live. It was great to be able to commentate all of that.
Yeah.
And it set the tone for the rest of the game. That was game 3 of the 1v1. And Various Artists had finished off winning their first 1v1 of the season.
Let's go. Good job,
a W under the belt.
Seriously.
A W under the belt. Yeah. Yeah, no. At this point, I was talking about it with Machu. Various Artists isn't playing for themselves anymore. They're playing for other teams because they're really the decider on if... Because if Various Artists beats, I believe they're playing V-Chads next week.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. But if they beat V-Chads next week, then it opens the avenue for Justice League. Or, in this case, I think most notably, they took a 1v1 off of Vicious and Delicious, which ties 4 Horsemen in Vicious and Delicious. So now you got 2 teams vying for that first place seed coming out of...
Oh, fair enough. I actually didn't even think about it like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Various Artists may be out of it for making the cut themselves, but they're still able to play for the other teams, and they're still able to make a difference moving out of the season.
Exactly. So, good job to them for their performance in the whole season itself.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's hard to get knocked down and get back up, but they did.
Exactly.
And they're all just really great and respectable players in my eyes.
I agree.
Yeah. That's it for me for final words. Follow me on Twitter at EthioBI.
Classic.
Yeah.
Don't follow.
Yeah, we will. We won't see you guys next week, but the week after.
Yeah.
Good job to all the teams out there that played last week, and I guess we're sending off now. Hope you guys have a happy Easter, happy next week, whatever you guys are doing, whatever you guys are up to.
Yeah. That's it for me.
That's it for me.